So you know what? Rather than get angry, that bitch, I just decided, this is a great opportunity. Feeding time. Feed me more. Yo, welcome to Feeding Time. Today, guys, finally, it is here. We are doing one of my big, huge meals I do at home. I call these my performance meals, performance and compassion meals. Actually, this is fully vegan and a boatload of protein in this. And I'm going to tell you everything that I have in it. I have it written down in my notes, but I used different vegetables and things. So everything's not exact on all this. And on these, I found too, especially when I'm doing my vegetables, that I could eat a large amount of vegetables as well, because there's just not a lot of calories in them, essentially. But I was supposed to be doing a cheat meal here for my going into a fast. Hopefully between 36 and 48 hours. We're going to see how it goes. Ordered a pepperoni, a vegan pepperoni pizza, and the driver messaged me. The driver was about 40 minutes late already, closer to 40. And she tried calling, and I missed the call. And then she texted for the gate code, which was on the instructions. And I already go, oh. And I messaged the gate code literally right away. And the time comes, I go to check the Postmates app, because it said it was going to be here at a certain time on an update. And then it had the tip, like, what do you want to tip? And I check my camera, I go up front, no pizza anywhere. And I go, man, maybe she's just still running a little late. Wait, like another 15 minutes. And it just never came. So I don't know why she chose not to deliver it. And so you do the little refund gimmick. And so I was like, you know what? Rather than get angry, that bitch, I just decided, this is a great opportunity to do a meal, home cooked meal, that a lot of you want to see what I'm doing on this vegan plant-based diet. So here we go. Big, huge bowl. I got I'm not using Big Red. I upgraded to a big bamboo bowl for these, because I feel freaking jacked with this thing. And you could just rest on it. You know, it's a great drunk bowl, actually. After you're done eating, drinking. All right, what do I have in this bad boy? I mean, it's deep. That's what she said. We have everything organic, guys. Brussels sprouts, green beans, broccoli, mushrooms, carrots, cabbage, a bunch of cilantro, high protein tofu, 2 Beyond meat patties, cut up mushrooms, I think I said that, red onion, and jalapeno pepper. Then I got pink Himalayan salt on it, basil, and some cayenne pepper with a couple tablespoons of vegan ranch, 2 tablespoons of MCT oil, coconut oil. And there we have it, guys. I mean, this is my last meal of the day, and before I go into my big fast. So this is what I'm eating, usually 2 times a day. Then I do my protein shake. It depends when I do my food video. Either I do the protein shake in the afternoon with my pistachios, or I do a protein shake after the gym. And then I've been doing this as my last meal. But usually it's 4 meals a day with all of that. So I'm trying to think what else there is. But this has, just so you guys know, how do you eat protein on the plant-based diet? So this has, I believe, 48, 58, 68, 78, 74, 5, 6. This has close to 80 grams of protein with everything in it. Guys, 80 grams of protein in this. Now, granted, it is quite a bit of food, and but it's vegetables, a lot of this, so it doesn't really. I mean, I'm full after this. So delicious. Like I love this stuff. Now, you don't have to make, I could really cut down on my vegetables, which there's times, guys, where if I'm really like just not in the mood to eat a big, large, huge thing of food, usually I am though, because I've cut my meals down so much because I'm just don't need to eat all the time anymore. I'll just do like mushrooms and olives, do some nutritional yeast, some seitan powder, 23 grams per serving on the seitan powder. You put two servings of that, there's 46 grams of protein, 8 in the nutritional yeast per serving. I'll usually do 16 grams of protein from that. So it's not hard. When you put all this stuff in, then you factor in a little bit of the vegetables, and it's really easy to eat a high protein diet and keep your carbs down on a vegan diet once you figure out the foods. And like, so a lot of people too, they don't understand. I saw someone made a comment and he wasn't like being rude. He just, he goes, I don't know how you eat like, or the plant-based foods and all the chemicals. And I'm like, not to say that there's not some that do. But I was like, what do you think is in all the food that we're eating anyways? Meat and chicken, 80% of the world's antibiotics are sold to agriculture farms for the factory farming, for all the animals. And we're eating it, guys, in all those meals, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is plant-based foods, and like stuff like seitan is what they use to get the protein and the texture, the stuff that has a meat texture when it's cooked properly. This is all stuff I didn't know, but it's all foods. These are all foods and vegetables and plant-based foods that they're able to make this stuff. It's a lot healthier, believe it. And you could sit there and go, like the Beyond Meats and stuff, yeah, they're processed. What do you think everything's processed that we buy? The meat and everything you buy is processed to a degree. Jeffrey eating his hot dog. Oh, those plant-based hot dogs, which by the way are amazing. The taste on them is so good. And I can't, that plant-based hot dog. It's like, well, Jeffrey, you're eating a pig's anus in your hot dog. Probably a foot long. Chugging it down your throat, you little biatch. I got the Brussels sprouts, so the first night I bought them, I hadn't had Brussels sprouts in a while. Oh man, I ate too many. I found if I limit, like I poured like 3/4 of the bag in. Oh, I'm so excited for the Brussels sprouts. Yeah, my ass wasn't excited after that. I'm talking major gas, so be careful. I put now like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Brussels sprouts in there. I'm fine. But I put too many. It's like the sulfur in the Brussels sprouts. The way it reacts, and it just turns to ass gas inside of you, Oh, I love it. I love eating these things. I'm not rating my cooking, guys. It's a 10. Everything's a 10 that I make. I'm kidding. It's not. I don't. Can't rate this stuff. This is really good. But rating it to the other stuff is kind of hard. Oh my, I'm so sore right now. I got to do my 3.5 hour massage on my scar tissue. We keep breaking up so much. I just broke up more with my softball today in my tricep, into my shoulder. It sounds like bones just crunching. And you're like, this can't, I'm just like, oh, I know though, every time I break it and I get it, that I'm getting closer to my goal. So that's what keeps me going on it. It's not fun. I'm not gonna lie. I don't wish this on anyone. I just don't want to be in pain anymore. Now that I know what the problem is, I just go to work. Problem is, it's just like, it's a lot of work with everything. But nothing comes easy in life that's worth it, This is the cotton candy BCAAs. Vegan friendly. One of the only companies using the vegan-friendly BCAAs and with the natural sweeteners and no artificial colors. I'm so proud of what we're doing. It's a good feeling. Actually, today is Mr. Olympia's going on. The results should be probably popping up soon. I know a lot of people, and I say no, just, you know, there's a lot of, like Las Vegas is a lot like LA, Florida, in the bodybuilding scene. But I've met, like, I can't date like women that are in that industry. And just from what I'm about, they're the worst. The unhealthiest people I've ever met. And that's not counting like how your diet is, like on, you know, whether you eat meat or not, just in general, the unhealthiest. I meet people that like everyone's gonna do their thing, goes through their own stuff, but like they'll take like a lot of like fat burning drugs so they can drink and eat a lot of junk because they have really bad habits. And they look though like super shredded, and you would think like, oh my God, that person's so healthy. Not to say that there are some people that are healthier in that field, but majority of them though, not good. I always tell people, like, I've met girls and they're just like, it's so horrible. I was like, get away, you gotta cut them out. It's the only way. You can't hang around people with that mindset. That mindset, man, is so powerful. And who we surround ourselves with. Who you give your time and energy to. Who you let give you their time and energy. I had a person I knew once who was the most negative person I've ever met, but they were very pessimistic about everything, and not in a good way. And I just realized, I was like, that is the complete opposite of mine. I can't be around it. No harm, no foul, just not for me, man. I think that comes with age. Everyone's better. You know, the younger me would never. You're afraid to hurt people's feelings and stuff, and you gotta protect your feelings. You know, protect your life. That doesn't mean you have to be an asshole about it. I love mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms, which, by the way, another health tip, guys, and this is something I had a bad habit of doing. You'll save your money buying your produce, your vegetables and everything, and your fruits in the produce section outside of buying canned goods. Now, I will still buy occasionally the canned tomatoes with no salt added because there's not the sodium. But I cut up all my stuff now. Like mushrooms, I used to buy the canned mushrooms, okay? With the amount of food that I eat and the amount I'm cooking at home, I was using multiple, you know, canned items. The sodium content on that stuff is sky high. So I was consuming a massive amount of sodium, even eating healthy meals, because I was eating the canned goods. And so that's where I learned, when you use the fresh produce, you're getting all that sodium, you know, and it cuts down on it. And I like sodium to a degree, is good, it's essential. But it's little tricks like that. So if you're someone that maybe holds a lot of water, look at to see your sodium content in canned goods and switching it to a little fitness tip from the big guy. This is so much food. I mean, this is gonna be a 30-minute video probably, just eating. And it's still kind of hot, so I'm nursing a little bit. I've sampled all our vegan protein powders. They all blew my balls off, guys. I cannot wait to get these out. Chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel cookie. All the texture, everything is like whey protein, but it's using pea protein, which is a complete protein, has all the amino acids, and rice protein. So it's a combination. And they're getting me all the specs of everything. And it's fortified with vitamins as well. This is a kick-ass, like, this is a game changer because oftentimes a lot of people don't mind plant proteins as long as they taste good. The big issue is a lot of them taste like ass and they're thick. This isn't like the thick, this is nothing, like easy. Put it in a shaker, mix it with water. Ooh, that would have been bad. Like literally could chug it and no clumps, nothing. And I'm just like, man, the team I work with, they're able to understand how my brain works, especially since we've worked together for a long time. And knowing the bridge the gap that I want to bridge with supplementing people with health and tasting good, but like where people, I don't want to be like, I'm not like, oh, it's natural products. Because oftentimes that stuff has like a really negative stigma with it. People are like, oh, that sucks. And I know I used to think that, like, oh, vegan, oh, that sucks. So I don't want to be that. That's what they are. But they're supplements. It's just what supplements always should have been as far as health and without all the junk. But I was talking about the Olympia. It's like, nothing against it. Everyone lives their life, right? But it sucks because it's crazy the world allows it too. Not drug tested at all. And you're awarding people breaking the law, right? It's like, what message does that send? It's as if, let's use meth, for example. Meth is highly illegal, right? And, but we have a competition for the biggest meth heads every year. We don't actually see them using meth, but we all know they're using meth. And the winners decided you have the top 10 meth heads in the world standing on stage, who's gonna be Mr. Meth Head 2020. And they're all missing teeth, hair, just completely jacked up, right? Freaking jacked in the wrong way. And we award the winner. And we won't call it Mr. Meth Head, we'll call it Mr. Extremely Screwed Up or something 2020. Whatever the name is. Oh, the shaker bottle people are messaging me from China. Tell you about that in a second. Caught red-handed trying to up the shipping price, double it on me. Big guys, I'll search around, I'll be very patient. But when I find out you're trying to get one up on the big guy, especially after we've done business in the past and blame it on coronavirus, not a good conversation that you want to have. I yell at him in Chinese just to make it, if it's not, I don't know what I'm talking about, but just to let him know I'm angry. Because it's like cussing, I don't want to do it in English, it's already. Hang up the phone. But back to the meth heads. See where I'm getting at? How we would allow, like, why would that be allowed to be a competition? Why wouldn't we just arrest the people? Right? Get where I'm going? You can say, well, they're not bad. They are bad, though. They're banned by so many things and regular people. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I saw that when I was younger, what the culture was about, and I always liked Arnold and stuff, but I love the actual weightlifting and powerlifting, and I love elements of bodybuilding, but never appealed to me in that sense. I respect the art of it, like the bodybuilding, and it takes a lot of work to learn all that in the posing. I'm not talking about that. This is a big meal. It's feeding time. Awaken, energize, work. That's what I'm putting on my stem cells in February 8th. You got to write on the bag. Thoughts of love and positivity. And I did all that on the first one. This one, all it's gonna say is awaken, energize, work. That's the goal. All-time best. Highly motivated. I always am to continue learning and improving, and bettering myself. That's why I put all the work in on this shoulder. We got the back better. And the last stem cells are the glue, the final, like, you know, the icing on the cake. Just got to get this a little better. And I got the time because there's no crowds right now. So. Man. What was that movie? I always think about this, the way 2020's gone. That Alien movie with Tom Cruise, where like they were sucking people up and putting them in the alien crafts, like in cells. I feel like that would be a cool ending to 2020. Hey, you're that hot chick from the gym, from the same cell together. It's good to see you now. Want to reproduce before we die? It's a horrible time at the gyms right now. I went in today, I wore my face mask, my shield. Not that I never bothered women at the gym, unless there's like, you know, the eye contact and the smile. Hey, how you doing? And, you know, before you know it, you're Netflixing. But now with the virus, so you can't even like, you don't even want to go over by anybody. It's really a horrible thing going on. So many hot chicks at the gym. Oh, Wizard of Oz is on. Dorothy. I haven't seen this movie in ages. Tin Man. Over the rainbow. What a movie. That Wicked Witch, what a bitch. It's amazing how this has stood the test of time. Life is crazy. We're all going to get older. Next generation of people, you know, no one's really going to remember us. Once you think about it, once you're gone, you're gone. You're going to be remembered, and you're never forgotten. Not most people are, but you know what I mean. When you're gone, you're gone. What we all think is so damn important, people 100 years from now are going to have a whole other set of problems. Like, where the fuck they're going to get their drinking water from? Oh, Toto. What a cute little dog. I wonder if he has any family still alive. Lineage. Done. Excuse me. Guys, this is a huge bowl. Like this is a and that wasn't filled all the way to the top, but that was halfway. So that's my performance and compassion meal I do 2 times a day, guys. So if you even see me do my vegan meals, but this is the kind of stuff I eat in my protein shake and my pistachios when I'm home. All micronutrients, minerals, all those Brussels sprouts are gonna light my ass on fire, I have a feeling. I might have put too many in for this video. I got a little Brussels sprout trigger happy. That cayenne, I recommend cayenne pepper, guys. Not a ton, because it has kick, but man, it's so good for you too. It's good for the plaque too, and if you have plaque in your arteries, stuff. All this food, we're either getting better with every meal or we're getting worse. And that's something I've always kept in my head, but I'm really, really in my head now. And like I've noticed on videos and different things, my eyes are like bluer and everything's like, I'm like, it's because the plants get their energy from the sun, we're consuming it. It's just clean energy that we're meant to thrive on. And that's kind of how my brain is going. And I'm very protein dominant still with it. because I'm so muscle and strength and what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very just this athletic look based still in everything I do with being as healthy as possible. So as explosive as possible is the word I was looking for. So anyways, guys, there we go. There you have it. And thank you very much, as always, for watching. And Feed Me More Nutrition on feedmemore.com. If you want to support, you can support on that. I'll see you next time. Feed me more. Thank you very much for watching Ryback TV, guys. Please turn on your notifications and subscribe. Also, check out Feed Me More Nutrition Premium Supplements for men and women. feedmemore.com. Save 20% all of December for Christmas for the holidays with discount code HOLIDAY20 on feedmemore.com. Thank you as always, and never forget those 3 magic words because you will be hearing them again soon. Feed me more.